two Carrie Hoflers that appear in front of me. I have the one Carrie Hofler that is just a liar, will do whatever she can do to stay out of trouble, cheat, steal, misrepresent the facts. Next is the case of the State of Ohio versus Carrie Hofler. This is case number 42356. Present before the court is Ms. Hofler, right? We have Mr. Harris in the prosecutor's office and Officer Williford from probation. We are here today, Ms. Hofler, because I have received a report that alleges you have violated the terms of your supervision, that you tested positive at treatment on, I don't have the date written down. You admitted to the use of meth, and you were unsuccessfully terminated from your treatment program. You have the right to be represented by a lawyer in the case. If you can't afford one, I will appoint a lawyer for you. Do you want to be represented by a lawyer?
Yeah, sure.
All right, Ms. Kuroko has a waiver that tells me in writing you don't want to be represented by an attorney. I'm going to accept your waiver of counsel. Do you admit or do you deny that you violated the terms of probation?
I admit it.
Based upon your admission, I find you have violated the terms of supervision. Mr. Harris, state opposition in this?
Your Honor, she has 70 days of jail time credit. As far as a position, we would defer to the recommendations of probation.
Officer Williford?
Your Honor, it seems that Officer Evans is just recommending for her to continue on supervision as well as continuing on REACT. She is recommending referral to women's recovery. She thinks that would be a good fit at this time.
Ms. Hofler, what do you want to tell me?
Just that I had a lapse in judgment, and I felt like I felt like PMP wasn't enough for me. I don't know how to. I felt like I needed to be. The classes weren't enough. It wasn't enough right then for me, and I had a lot going on with my sister. I'm not saying that's an excuse by no means. I just had a lot on my plate, and I shouldn't have referred back to, because then that canceled out my 6 months of sobriety, which sucks in a way. You know what I mean? It really actually does suck a lot. So I just want to go back to a more, like I asked her if I could go to women's, and she said she would refer that for me.
You know, I don't know about this case, Ms. Hofler, because here's my problem. I have the two Carrie Hoflers that appear in front of me. I have the one Carrie Hofler that is just a liar and will do whatever she can do to stay out of trouble, cheat, steal, misrepresent the facts, and is very insistent that this is how I am going to do things. This is the treatment that I will do. If you give me this treatment, I will do this. If you send me to this place, I'll do that. I don't really like that Ms. Hofler very much. She's kind of a pain. Then I have this other Ms. Hofler that I have seen from time to time, which is, hey, I'm trapped in a cycle that I can't get out of, and I am open to the help that's being offered. And today, as I sit here, I don't really know which of those is that I'm looking at, because I know throughout your history you've always said, well, there's certain sort of treatments that I don't want to do, like I will never go to a CBCF or that kind of stuff. I don't know if you've changed your position on that or not. So that part tends to think that I'm just wasting my time with you. And I don't know which of those is the case, and I don't know whose idea women's recovery was. Do we know if Mason is going to go along with that, even if we did that?
I guess from what Miss Evans said, that they would, as long as she recommended it. That's what Miss Evans told me in the back of the car.
Well, I'm going to talk to Officer Evans a little bit more about this. I'm going to set this for a hearing probably in the next week or so.
Okay.
And we'll figure out, number one, if we can even get you into women's, and number two, if this is more of the same kind of nonsense that we were dealing with back in 2021.
Okay.
And if it is, we ought to just get you on over to prison, and then you can be done with this.
That's what I said too. I honestly said that too.
But if this is, I need help and I want help and women's recovery is the best place for you, then that might be an option also.
Okay.
okay?
I appreciate it.
All right,
Thank
we'll
so
see you
much.
next week.
Thank you.
A few moments later.
Is the explanation of the minimum versus the maximum term. And if you want me to read this to you, I can, but if you're satisfied that you understand the Reagan-Tokes sentence and you've been properly notified about that, we can just skip that and go on.
Yes, sir.
Do you feel like you understand Reagan-Tokes?
What's up, guys? How you doing? So if you haven't seen this before or heard this in any of at least my court cases before, and what this is in Reagan-Tokes law in Ohio, it changes sentencing for serious felonies by replacing fixed prison terms with a minimum and maximum range. A person must serve the minimum time first, but after that, the Ohio prison system, not the judge, can decide to keep them locked up longer or up to a maximum. So basically, it's keeping them behaving in prison, and apparently this inmate has caused a stir in the jail system, and she has been nothing but a pain in the neck, and they worked out a deal to invoke this type of sentencing. What do you think about this? Do you think she's going to survive? I don't know. Let's see. And check out that meth mouth. Yikes.
As well as anybody understands it. Secondly, we have, all right, I'm going to go ahead and attach both of these to the sentencing entry. I know that the transport team does not allow you to take those with you, but if you want, Mr. Moss can make arrangements to send those to you at the prison if you want them. All right, Mr. View, anything on behalf of the state?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Moss?
No, Your Honor.
You can't take any paper with you. The DRC does not allow me to send you any paper with you, but what I'm going to do is Mr. Moss can send all of that to the prison, and they can make sure that you get the plea, the sentencing entry, and the sentencing entry will have the notification attached to it. I don't know how they do that, if they print it out for you, if they put it in your tablet. I don't know how that works, but we will make sure to get it to you. Yes, sir.
They do print it out for you. They will print it out for you.
Okay. Because of all the, whatever it is, the tune or whatever in the prison, we don't send any paper with you. Anything else you want to tell me? All right, I am going to sentence you to 2 to 3 years in prison. This is going to be consecutive to the sentence that you're already doing, because a consecutive sentence is necessary to properly punish you, and your criminal history suggests that a consecutive sentence is necessary to protect the public, and the overall sentence is not disproportionate to the conduct involved here or the danger posed by you. This is a mandatory sentence. There is no jail time credit. I find that you were indigent for the purposes of fines and costs. There will be no financial sanction. You do have the right to appeal this to the 12th District Court of Appeals in Middletown. If you don't have the funds to hire a lawyer to obtain a transcript or to pay the costs, they'll all be provided to you without charge. And Mr. Moss, if you would be kind enough to forward all of that stuff to the prison, they'll get it.